Okay, meat fans, I'm in front of Tempa in London, one of the most unique meat restaurants I've ever eaten in. It involves live fire cooking, big giant pit in the middle of the restaurant. Let's go inside and eat. Ready? Let's go. How are you, mate? Great to see you.
Good.
Cheers.
The way we serve meat, you don't need to overeat here. We sell everything by 100 grams. It's dual purpose. We get to use the whole animal, and you get to choose how much of it you have. I like that.
What I love about this is not just that you're serving world-class meat, it's the way you're presenting it is quite unique. I mean, it's very much a interactive experience.
I think if you're looking at that open fire pit and seeing all the meat being cooked and seeing how hard these guys are working, and then you get this food and it tastes like this, and then you complain that it's not garnished enough, then you're a loser anyway.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, Martin, tell me where you're from.
I'm from Argentina.
So, I mean, that is obviously a culture that is profoundly knowledgeable about meat cooking.
Oh, meat eaters, yeah.
Meat eating, right.
One of the good things about working with Neil is that you can play a bit with different kind of cookings.
Right.
And if he likes it, can be done.
And you probably get access to animals that you wouldn't, different breeds and things?
I think it's a chef's dream here, no?
It's certainly a carnivore's dream to eat here.
Yeah.
So tell us what you have.
So we have two ribeye from Hereford, 65 days dry age. I have some nice flank as well. Rump of pork, cooked on the grill, very slowly. St. Louis ribs, smoke, and the teeth from the animal as well. Smoke overnight. So we have some Daphne's lamb.
Daphne Tilley from Wales, she breeds some of the best lamb I've ever tasted in my life.
I was just about to mention, you don't cut the fat off.
No, we don't cut the fat off anything.
So we're sort of piling up the carnivore's dream here. We have the pork, we have the beef, we have the lamb, and the only thing that's missing is the goat. Is that going to be a kid? Is it a?
It's kid goat. Yeah, beautiful. You saw it coming in.
We saw one getting wheeled
And that's
in.
that wasn't the setup. That's how we.
Well, that's just how. I mean, if you get a delivery here, it's going to be a whole animal,
Yeah.
right?
That's me. That's meat.
And this is
When
smoked.
it's got chunks and it's still got a little bit of fibrousness to it.
Right. No Salt Bay?
No. So I hope you enjoy it, guys.
Thank you so
cool.
much.
Pleasure.
I think we start with the beef.
All right, so you want to try the flank first?
Yeah, try the flank first. There's more beefiness to it.
Oh my god, and the smoky flavor of that.
You're gonna.
What hits you first is that smokiness? It lingers.
It'll linger. Linger. You can go and walk to, I don't know, like North London by now.
Right,
and
and it'll
you're
still
still
be
gonna
there.
be tasting that.
All right, well, I'm going right for the spinalas. Oh, so tender.
I don't know if I want to give you any of this.
Moving on, looks like we have a lovely lamb rib.
So again, as you see, we keep all the fat on there.
You can smell that smokiness on that too, though.
Like bad lamb is better than, sometimes good pork or good beef. Because it's all grass-fed. It's all reared properly.
So what I love about this is that it's so distinctly British, right? You taste the British Isles, the dark green landscape, right?
Yep.
I mean, England's great because it's so green. What people don't realize is that the price of that is it rains half the fucking year. Let's talk about the pork. You don't have a sole supplier. You have
We have
many
farms.
different places. You want the variety, right?
And we want the best they've got.
All right, so speaking of this, so this is the pork from Yorkshire.
Yep.
What breed is this?
Old spot. You've got a nice fat content. It's been smoked, but it's still sort of holding together.
That is lush.
It's really good, isn't it?
Look at that. There's something about pork grease, like that is, forget the Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's actually finger licking good right there. All right, let's move on. I could eat that rib all day.
The rump?
So this is a cut that's actually quite popular in Britain for beef, especially, right?
Yeah, I mean, rump's beautiful.
Yeah.
Steak.
That really tastes like the marriage of Southern barbecue because you have that smoke,
Yep.
ham because there's a gaminess to it, and then a pork chop because it really is like, it eats like a steak, right?
And this was
The tits from the belly.
The
belly.
what?
The tits from the belly.
Oh. So when we're about to eat pork nipples, what you might make pastrami out of if it was beef and you were in New York. Oh yeah, that's it all. So I have to say that this pork is revelatory. Has all the hallmarks of great barbecue. You have that salty punch from the rubs and from the seasoning. You're getting a lot of those smoke flavors. But you really are tasting Britain. You're tasting the marshlands. You're tasting that winter, that wet winter leading to that vibrant, verdant spring. Pork, and especially lamb, I think are really affected by the seasons more than other animals. And you can really taste this is rejuvenation food right here. It's like the spring coming out. Goat is the most widely eaten meat on earth. It's also one of the hardiest animals. It can grow almost anywhere. Yet in the West, you know, and especially in Britain and America, I think it's kind of the forgotten meat.
And a lot of love and care has been taken over it, and the flavor is beyond that, I think, of most meat. It's very gamey. Almost a cross between, I think, mutton and pigeon.
It's quite stringy, isn't it? And quite greasy, the meat.
Yep.
But that's not a bad thing. I mean, lamb is like that, and we love lamb. Oh yeah, I'm going in there, meat show fans. It's got the positive aspects of pork and lamb combined.
Yeah.
Right, so you have the tenderness of pork, you have that bite that you get with lamb, but you also have that gaminess, that funkiness, right? That sort of earthiness. But then again, there's also a sweetness that I don't think lamb has in the same way that pork has. So it's very much as if you kind of combine these dishes.
For me, it's just the most interesting flavor.
So Neil, we have eaten our way through basically 4 of the classic animals that we eat, right?
Yeah.
We've got the lamb, the beef, the goat, the pork. So I think the takeaway here, Neil, is that a rib steak is delicious, a porterhouse steak is delicious, we know that. But you've got to look beyond those points. There's so many things on the animal that have as much flavor. Some of them have more flavor, and no matter what, they have different flavors, right? Not just because it's gonna make you feel better and because it's gonna taste better, but also the fact that if we want to keep eating meat in a sustainable way into the next century, this is kind of the way we need to do it, I think. You need to eat beyond the expensive cuts, eat the whole animal. You'll be happier for it. Tell me about the mince on toast, because that's a dish that I've been told I must try it.